All right, folks, Mark here, cooking the books. You know how I do bring the information. So, real quick, I'm going to keep this one short. I want to talk to you really quick about three words: content, satisfaction, and probability. Let's start with satisfaction and content. In this culture, we're not really taught to be content and satisfied. Those are almost tabooed words in our capitalism system. The bedrock of capitalism is greed, ambitious, and overly ambitious, overachievers, cutthroat, kill, storm, steal, step on everybody to get to what you got to get to. That's pretty much capitalism in a nutshell, without going into the technicals and the smarts of it all. And again, so content and satisfied are two words you're not going to find walking hand in hand with capitalism side by side. Agreeable. Uh, Content and satisfaction. As I get older and as I age, I realize it's so important for us to be content, so important for us to be satisfied. And when I say that, I mean be happy with the little bit that you have. The third word that I want to talk about is probability. I've been studying a tremendous amount of quantum mechanics, quantum theory, quantum physics, and you're going to come across Schrodinger's equation. Schrodinger's equation. I always have a tough time saying that his name, Erwin Schrodinger. Right? You're going to come across the equation. And in that equation, what you're going to find is something called probability distribution or probability density. And here's the truth. I'm not going to get into the technicalities of that, the minutiae and the infinitesimal details, because that would have me here all night, all day. It's a lifetime of study, of conversation. But what I will say is this, folks: probability. It means the likelihood of an event occurring, the likelihood of some random event occurring, the likelihood of the occurrence of a random event. I'll say it again. Probability is the likelihood of the occurrence of some random event. When you understand probability distribution, when you understand parameters of population, again, not going to go into too much, but if you want to study it on your own, do so. But what I want to say is this: once you understand the physics, the science, and what science teaches you about your role in the universe and the universe linkage to you and you to it, and the symbiotic dynamics between us and the universe and us. When you understand this and understand the probabilities, the likelihoods of you finding a wife, the likelihood of you finding a job, the probability of you succeeding, the probability of you dying, the probability of you making it to the age of 10, 15, 20, 25. These are all probabilities, likelihood, right? And again, the likelihood of something occurring based off of randomness. So there's a probability is 10%, 15%. The probability have a corresponding value. That value could be 30% probability that you succeed. There's a 40% probability that you're going to find the career. There's a 20% probability that you're going to get hooked on drugs. There's a 60% probability that you're going to end up a crackhead. There's a 70% probability that you're going to go to jail. There's a 10% probability that you'll make it out of the hood. You see where I'm going? Everything is a probability when you study Schrodinger's equation, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and probability theory, probability distribution, and density. Once you understand the parameters of a population based off these theories, you understand that you got to be content for the little that you have. You have to be satisfied with the little you have, because in the essence, in a nutshell, you ain't supposed to have shit.